Hello, folks. It's me, Michael Bach, your diversity dude, and it's time for another episode of Monday Morning Musings. I don't know why I did. Oh, look, I've got a bit of a halo, kind of bent. Whatever. My mother would be proud. This morning, I want to talk about Jagmeet Singh. Not his politics, just about who he is and what he represents. So, if you don't know, a little refresher: Jagmeet Singh was recently elected as the leader of the federal NDP, or New Democratic Party. He's from Brampton. He is racialized. He's an Indo-Canadian, and he is a member of a religious minority. Specifically, he is a turban-wearing Sikh. And I say Sikh because that's how you pronounce it. It's not Sikh. It's Sikh as in S-I-K-H. So it's got me thinking, are we ready? Are we as a country ready to have a prime minister who is racialized and a representative of a visible religious minority? And I'd like to believe yes, but I keep coming back to another first in Canadian politics, and that was Kim Campbell, who in the 1980s somethings became the first woman prime minister. And she was in office for a hot minute. I think it was like 70 something days. And then summarily, after calling an election, tossed out. And scholars have been debating since it happened, whether or not she was tossed out because she was a woman or because the country was sick of the Conservatives and making them pay for all sorts of things. So if a white woman was only able to hold on to office for a few months, and in fact is the only woman to have ever been prime minister in this country, how are we going to do with an Indo-Canadian turban-wearing Sikh? And I don't know the answer to this, and that's a problem. I'd like to believe that Canadians we're above this. We are more than willing to accept somebody who doesn't look like me. Heck, we're the most ethnic and racially diverse country on the planet. But are we ready? And I don't know the answer. And that's too bad. The media during the campaign talked about this a lot. To their credit, the NDP didn't talk about it at all. It was a non-starter. He won on the first ballot. He didn't win because he's Indo-Canadian. He didn't win in spite of being Indo-Canadian. He won because he was the candidate that the people wanted. But is the rest of the country ready? And I think about, of course, Quebec and their Charter of Quebec values, and I don't know. But I guess it's the type of thing that keeps people like me employed. So go Canada, keep up your racism. I guess we'll see. The next couple of years will be very interesting as we go into a federal election and see if Canadians are ready for Jagmeet Singh as a prime minister, or even for our current prime minister to come back, or if another party will win. Interesting times, but that's what I'm thinking about this week. So I hope you're having a fantastic week. Please remember to subscribe to my channel. I feel like it's up here. I'm holding the globe. I don't know, whatever it is. Anyway, subscribe to my channel and have a glorious week. And I will see you next week for another episode of Monday Morning Musings.